What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube. And I don't really know, I guess this is some kind of series about my improvement season. I just want to share a life with y'all and hope that y'all get something out of it. So, as I said, welcome back to my YouTube. If you are new here, I am KFINE. I'll drop my Instagram below. Make sure you follow me there as well for other content. But I've been awful about recording the last couple of weeks. It has been a whirlwind of a couple of weeks, and so I just wanted to jump back on today and get started again so I can get some content out for you guys. I think today I am going to do a full day of eating, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys later. Going to attempt an actual full day of eating today, so starting off with my half-calf coffee, my favorite flavor right now of skinny syrups, and a couple of tablespoons of half and half. Ignore my messy counter. I'm trying to be prepared in case I get called out for work. And just like that, breakfast is served. I've got 3 egg whites, half a serving of reduced fat feta, sun-dried tomatoes, arugula, and spinach, my two Brazil nuts. This is to get my selenium to help with my thyroid. my cream of wheat, flax seeds, cinnamon and blueberries, and my greens and creatine. I'm just gonna mix up some aminos. I picked these up at Costco, so it's like 72 servings. It was only like 35 bucks. So I just like something to sip on like this during my workouts, get my electrolytes in. So I'm gonna mix this up and go do my cardio. All right, so I have been wanting to get myself a treadmill because it's just easier to get steps in that way sometimes when the weather's bad or like I don't feel like getting out and I just need to get some extra steps at the end of the day, whatever. So I found this one on Facebook Marketplace. Not the best thing ever, but 90 bucks, whatever. Gonna get me my cardio in this morning and then see what the day brings. I'm thinking about it. I thought I would show y'all this. So this is my go bag. I use my wolf pack as my go bag for work. And I just keep in this front pocket some little tuna packets, always some protein powder, and then I have my silverware to go in here. And then I need to put this stuff in there as well, but I always have some builder bars. I really like these. They're my favorite protein bar. I don't eat protein bars a ton, but they have like 11 grams of fat, 29 carbs, and like 20 protein, I think. So I like to keep those on hand because when I'm working, sometimes I'm in a bind and I just need something quick and easy to munch on. And then I mixed up, in case my case is overnight, some oats with flaxseed and cinnamon, so that I can just mix that up at the hotel with some hot water. And then I'm out of my little peanut butter packets I normally carry, so I just had this, it's a peanut butter jar, but I just put some almonds in there, so I have those for easy fats when I'm on the go. Trying to capture everything I am ingesting today. So one thing I like to sip on is these sparkling waters. I get mine at H-E-B. I do get the sweetened ones. This is a cran raspberry, but no calories, no sugar, no caffeine. Whole bottle's 2 grams of carbs, so not terrible. Another thing I always have on hand, because drinking over a gallon of plain ass water is not easy, is these little liquid drink enhancers. This is my favorite flavor from, of course, H-E-B. And you guys, if you're not saving your little containers of different things like this, you're missing out, because I reuse them for everything. Like today, I'm going to add my skinny syrup and my walnut milk and take it with me to make my coffee up that I'm about to get, because if you get your coffee at different places and all you're putting in it is stuff like this, they're going to charge you probably like at least 50 cents to $1.50 to add this kind of stuff in there. So if you take your own, you're saving money. Got my little homemade creamer. My nitro cold brew from the 7-Eleven. And voila. All right, and for lunch, I have this coconut rice that I showed y'all on my TikTok and Instagram, and then some ground chicken, green beans, and bell pepper. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of coconut oil for fat and a half a serving of this pineapple habanero sauce. And of course, I am sipping on some kombucha while I do some work and take some calls. It's really good for your gut health, and this one specifically I found at Costco, and it tastes amazing. And only 10 grams of carbs for the whole bottle. Usually they have like anywhere from 16 to like 30 or 40, so something to look out for. All right, and for dinner I've got some asparagus ground chicken with this sugar-free barbecue sauce, G. Hughes. This brand makes some awesome sauces and marinades, dressings too, I think. And then some air-fried potatoes with just some plain yellow mustard. And then I made myself just a little side salad. So it's got feta, grape tomatoes, cucumber, and butter lettuce with a little bit of a light balsamic. I'm gonna load this up, got my lids right there, and take it over to my parents because we're gonna have a little game night tonight. I somehow got super behind on my food today. I forgot to eat a snack earlier in the day. What the heck? So I'm gonna show y'all my little sweet treat I'm having tonight. If you have not tried Bambody Nutrition sweet treats, I have a Peanut Butter Express and a Bambury Blondie from Easter in here. Check them out. They are freaking phenomenal. So then I have a little bit of this Breyer's Carb Smart. Dude, if I can find it. Macros, where are they? Macros in here are fantastic. So 1 serving, 6 fat, 21 carbs, 2 protein, and it is so yum. This is the like brownie flavor. And then I only have a little bit of that left. So then I'm gonna add a little bit, 1 serving of this cookies and cream. It's the churned, which Dryers has a slow churned as well, and they typically are lower in fat. So like this one, it's all frosty, but like same thing, 5 fat, a little more carbs, 27 carbs, and 4 protein. So I'm topping my night off with that. What a beaut. What's up, you guys? I just wanted to come on real quick and remind you to make sure you celebrate yourself and celebrate your wins. So one thing I'm super proud of myself for is completing a full day of eating for you guys today, because I always start and then like at some point after breakfast I end up forgetting because I get so hungry and food focused that I just like eat my meal and then I'm like, oh shoot, I was supposed to record that. So super proud of myself for getting through a full day of eating for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. And then another thing, just staying on track this week. I have been like on point with everything. I have some other things I'll share a little bit later in this video. Hopefully, I think tomorrow I'm going to try and jump on after I do my check-ins with my coach and just give you guys some more updates. But I just wanted to remind y'all to celebrate the little things, even if it's something as small as that. Like, it makes so much of a difference, and it just reminds you, like, I think sometimes we get caught up in all the negative things and like the little bad things that happen throughout the day and forget to celebrate the wins. So just wanted to remind you guys of that, and I will chat with you later. Good morning, you guys. It is finally Sunday, and it has been such a phenomenal week. I am just like so stinking proud of myself, and I wanted to come on and chat with you guys. So right now I'm outside. I'm going to be working in my lawn and my garden a little bit, picking some weeds, putting some mulch out, just being one with the earth a little bit. I think working in the lawn is one of the most therapeutic things for me. I'm going to actually start doing some research and I think make a like vegetable and fruit garden next year. That's one of my goals for next year, but I got to start researching now so I know when to start planting things. So anyways, I'm just going to get out and work in the yard for a little bit. Before I get too far though, I have 2 things that kind of tie together that I've been kind of wanting to chat with you guys about that have been just kind of like heavy on my mind lately. So one of them is choosing your hard. I talked about this in one of my TikTok videos recently, and I just wanted to come on and chat a little bit more about that because I have kind of been at both ends of the spectrum. So I've been overweight, and I've been there sitting on the floor with a jar of peanut butter crying before. Like, I've struggled with these things and it's fucking hard, but you have to choose your hard because, you know, getting to the gym multiple times a week and choosing to eat the foods that you don't always want, that aren't so fun, isn't always easy either. But I will say, I think it's easier than being miserable all the time. I had so much hatred and just loathing towards myself and my body, and now I have so much love for her and like what she does for me. And I did this like body image, what would you call it, like journaling practice that Celeste had for some of us girls that work with her, and it just brought me like so much attention to the fact that my body is so much more than the image I have of it. Like, this body is the intimacy that I have with my husband. It's care for other people. It's a shoulder to cry on. Like, she like powers me through my workouts, and like she tells me what she needs if I just listen. And it's just such a phenomenal thing to think about. So like, yeah, it's hard to live the lifestyle that I do, but I'm so much happier for it. And even though it's hard, I still think it's easier than being miserable with myself and binging all the time and carrying that excess weight on my body, like both physically and mentally. So just kind of something to think about. And then also making the decision that's the best decision for you. So like, no matter how prepared you are, life is going to throw you a curveball. Like, just this week I had a work call and I got called out for a delivery. So I was just delivering some inventory. I get 5 minutes from my destination. My manager calls and is like, hey, you're actually going to be going out on this case with these guys. And I was like, I'm literally like had come from the gym, so I'm in my gym clothes, and I have like none of my prepared food for me like I normally do. I didn't bring my go bag with me, so I didn't even have like my temperature gun that I need and anything. I didn't have my scrubs, and I was like, okay. And so I just, you know, kind of rolled with the punches. I stopped at Subway and got a sandwich, so I got some good protein. My carbs are higher right now, so that was fine. And then I was like, I'll just make the rest of the evening work. And so we get to the hospital, and they're like, oh, there's going to be a 2-hour delay. So this is like already 5 hours after I'd eaten, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Well, the surgeon's is like, hey, I'm ordering pizza. And I was like, really, pizza of all things? Like, you can order some salad with the pizza or some sandwiches or something that's a little better. Whatever. So I kind of had a moment. I reached out to my husband, and like we talked about it, and I was like, I mean, I was starving at this point. My stomach was like, I was like physically hungry. And there's already a delay. Like, there's no telling when I was going to get to eat again. And so I was like, I can either sit here and be so hungry. Like, I'd already had 2 bottles of water and a diet soda. Like, I tried hydrating. I've tried being distracted. It's not working. Like, I've got to eat something. Or I can eat a slice of pizza. I can track it. I can make it work towards my goals and then move on from there. And that's exactly what I did. And it felt so much better for it. Like, this pizza did not sit well with me. It still did upset my stomach a little bit, but like, at least I had the food in me and had the energy to get through the rest of the case. So you just have to make the choice that's best for you. Like, it's not always gonna be ideal situations. So you just kind of have to figure it out. But this is a significant thing for me because I used to be super triggered to binge in hospital break rooms. That was one of my things. I would literally go like, because as a nurse, like, there's always donuts, pizza, like all kinds of treats and stuff in the break room. And so I would always like hide out in there when other people weren't in there, and I would binge. And so for me to be able to go in there and have 1 slice of pizza and be satisfied was absolutely awesome. So anyways, I am waiting for my coach to get back to me with my check-ins for the day, see what the week brings. So I'll share that with you in a little bit, and I will chat with you later. What's up, you guys? I just wanted to hop back on. So it is Sunday, it's check-in day. Like I said earlier, I went out and worked in my lawn this morning, and I ended up being out there for like 3 hours, getting a little sunburn on my back. But it's just so therapeutic and energizing being out there. Like, until my friend texted me asking if they could come over, I didn't even realize how late it was. So I came in about noon, and I'm gonna hang out with my friend here in a little bit when they get here, and then go to the gym a little later this afternoon. But I wanted to hop on because I got my check-in back from my coach. It was a freaking awesome week this week. I absolutely crushed it. I'm just so proud of myself, like, for like working my way through situations, through stress, through travel, in the ways I have this reverse as compared to the past me. Because I've just come such a long way mentally that like, like, my next season is gonna be hacked. And so, that being said, check-ins were awesome. My weight was down a lot from last week. I had jumped up last week because I was traveling, eating differently, on my period, all those things. But it came down nicely this week. So we're actually keeping my food up where it is, which is pretty high. Not gonna tell you the numbers because I can't remember off the top of my head, and I am recording on my phone where those numbers are stored. But they're pretty high, pretty good. I'm not hungry at all, except for at like normal times to be hungry. And my energy is high, my lifts are strong, like I feel fantastic. So cardio is still 4 days a week, 30 minutes. I don't mind that at all. It doesn't feel like that much to me. And I'm really enjoying it. So we're gonna do the same exact thing this week and then go from there. Same exact thing this week. I have meals that I have prepped so that I can stay on track. So basically what I've been doing is prepping my lunch and dinner, and putting those into my FitnessPal. And then I can kind of, typically breakfast is the same, but if I want to, I can change it up. Like if I want a bagel instead of cream of wheat, whatever, no big deal. But I already have like lunch and dinner set in my FitnessPal, so then I can work my breakfast and my snack or my like little dessert into that, and it helps me stay so much more consistent. And with that consistency comes progress, and with that progress comes motivation. And so I am just on fire right now and ready to go. Plus, like that whole time I was in the lawn, I listened to like 3 episodes of the Confessions of a Bikini Pro podcast, and that always gets me on fire. These girls sharing so much of their just their journeys through before bodybuilding, into bodybuilding, all of that. It just gets my mind going. So I'm super excited about that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell button so you get notifications when I come out with new content. I appreciate y'all's support so much, and I will see y'all next time.